We are back. We're so appreciative of all of you that's joining us on the We Talk Radio Network on the EMAN After Show. Man, we just ran from the Man to the Mentor show, got in the studio tonight, and we are back over here on We Talk Radio. We want to thank you guys that's coming in on the network tonight, you guys that's coming in on the phone lines. So appreciative that you'll hang out with us on this Men show on tonight. Oh, across the table from me, man, it is hot outside. We broadcast this show down in Dallas-Fort Worth. And anybody know anything about the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex? It is hot outside.
Yes, it is.
Yes, that voice you hear is my little sidekick. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce her a different way tonight. She received her honorary doctorate on last night. Hello, Dr. Amanda.
Hello. Welcome, everyone, back to the EMAN After Show.
Listen. If you guys want to follow us over here on We Talk Radio, you can follow us at www.wetalkradio.com. Listen, we're on all social media.
Yes, we are.
Yes, man, we're about on 50 platforms. And Mandy, you know some of them platforms. Why don't you tell them where they can find We Talk Radio Network?
Yes. Just to name a few, we are on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast FM, Pocket Cast, Castro, Castbox, Buzzsprout, Podbean, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, Alexia, Blog Talk Radio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Player FM, Listen Notes, Podcast Addict, Deezer, and that's a few.
Well, man, let's do a little recap from last week.
Yes, let's recap from last week.
We had Mr. Kareem Muhammad on last week, and he just had an award show that happened on this last Saturday evening. It was called the TAF Award.
The TAF Award, yes.
And it was off the chain. I mean, I heard it was a great success, and so Mr. Kareem, we really appreciate him because he's making a difference.
He is, man. He's honoring those people that are in the educational system, you know, those janitors and teachers and whomever is a part of education, making it all work, you know. All parties are an asset.
Yes.
And it's sometimes people, EMAN, as we know, they go unnoticed. They do the bulk of the work, right, to keep things run, to keep the ship afloat, basically.
Right.
And it goes unnoticed because a lot of things we take for granted. So what he has decided to do is honor these people.
Right. And with his TAF Award, I think it's the 8th year, and he's getting ready to expand and add some more entities to the TAF Award.
So awesome.
Yeah, it's all Grammy style, and from what I can see, man, I tell you, I think I've seen a quote that he put out today. The 2022 TAF Awards is in the book. The people showed up, and they showed out. Shout out to the personalities. Miss Kia Davis, man, you know, she has a show. It's called the Kia D Unplugged Show. It's every Monday night.
Yes, you guys want to make sure you tune in to her show.
Yeah, then you got Groovy Tuesday on a Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. All these shows are Central Standard Time.
They are.
Then it's After the Lights Go Out. With Miss Kia Davis.
With Miss Kia Davis is doing the thing, right?
Yeah. So, listen, it's grown folk show only. Put your kids to bed because stuff happens when the lights go out.
Right. So that show is not for everyone, but it's for someone. And you want to tune in if you're up after the lights go out.
And then we got the Cave Radio Show with my main man, Mr. T. Smiley.
All right now.
That's every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Listen, you call in and be a part of the Cave Show. Yeah, you're a caveman. Once you call in, you become a caveman.
That's right.
You love sitting around the table talking man talk with Mr. T. Smiley. Then we got something for you on a Sunday morning. Those that you stream online and you really don't get a chance to make it to church, you can chime in to the Shine Lord Radio Show with Pastor Jeremy Glenn. That's at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
So, guys, you want to make sure you tune in. If you're not attending church service and you don't know what church to click on online, you can click on to Pastor Jeremy Glenn.
Yes, and then we got my girls. They just went off just a few minutes ago. It's Brand New Day with Emily Blue and Dion Lack.
Hey.
Yes, we want you guys to really chime into this show. It's Inspirational Radio with Brand New Day with Emily Blue and Miss Dion Lack. And we so appreciative of them and all they do. Then we got Destiny Brown with Friday Night Hypes.
Yeah.
We just got so much going on here. Then we shut it down on the EMAN After Show. Yeah. We got a young man that we're talking to tonight. He work over here at We.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Mitchel, IA. We'll be talking to him tonight.
Yes, we will be.
Yes, he's the producer and audio production engineer.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that drives the ship to make sure things are going on over here on We Talk Radio Network.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You know, in every engine room, because, you know, I'll describe it like this here, man. That when you watch Channel 4, you may just see the broadcasters, the news people. But it's somebody in the back making sure this, the engineers in the back, they are making sure the cameras, they're making sure the audio, all that feed that you may see them with the earpieces on, they're talking to, the broadcasters.
That's right.
But in the engine room, it's all going down.
Right. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, behind the
scenes. And sometimes we fail to realize that because we see the person in front of us talking. We see all these different things that are happening in our visual, but behind the scenes, they're the ones that's driving the ship.
Yes, and so we're talking to Mr. Mitchel tonight, and he's one of the guys, one of the engineers that make it happen in the engine room back there. Yeah, he keeps We Talk Radio afloat. A young man, too. I believe he's 22 years old, just a fine young man.
So awesome.
And he's just doing the doggone thing over here at We.
That is awesome.
And so we're talking to him tonight. We so peacock proud and hyena happy that
we are.
take out his busy schedule and hang out with us on the E-Man After Show on tonight. Hello, Mitchell. Are you there, sir?
I am here. I can hear you.
Well, man, we appreciate you standing by. You know, this is live radio, right, sir? You being an engineer, you know how it go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's problems, and you got to fix them whenever you can.
Yes, sir. Well, welcome to the E-Man After Show tonight, man. We're so excited and delighted that you would hang out with us on a Sunday afternoon. We know it's a late show, but this is what we do over here on the E-Man After Show. Say hello to Miss Mandy, Dr. Amanda.
Hey, how you doing, Dr. Mandy?
Hi, Mitchell. How are you? Welcome to the E-Man After Show. We're excited.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're so appreciative of this young man. This is a 22-year sharp young man. He is the producer and audio production engineer. And those of us that work in this industry, we know what that entails. So, Mr. Mitchell, for all of those on the network, on the phone lines, you know, really never heard of you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do?
So, my name is Mitchel. I do exactly what you said. So I take care of multiple shows across our network, whether they are pre-recorded or live. I kind of make sure things are running smooth, as well as I take care of the YouTube channel as well, make sure that things are getting uploaded on time, and make sure that the videos are edited and at the quality that we look for. So I'm like quality control, as well as I make videos for the YouTube channel, and I edit audio for it to go live when it's ready, as well as just keep things running smooth when we are live.
Yes, sir. Well, man, that's so awesome. We want to commend you for all of that. Yes. Mandy?
So awesome.
Yes. Well, Mr. Mitchell, for those that, why don't you share with our listeners, because, a lot of times, people hear the word producer and then they hear, audio production engineer. Can you explain a little bit to our listeners that don't really understand what goes on in the engineer room? Can you explain the difference to us? The difference between an audio production engineer and just a producer?
So usually on the producing side, that's more kind of putting the show together. Like if I'm given the pre-recorded show, like the Shine Lord Radio show, I'm usually the person who takes it and, clears out the audio, make sure everything sounds clear, and do small things that you don't even realize make such a big difference, removing even just like the smallest pauses and breaths that like felt like they're a little odd or maybe they were too long. And then I'll edit those down so that everything sounds smooth and everybody sounds like they never stutter, make a mistake. And then I make sure that all the commercials come in when they're supposed to. The songs come in when they're supposed to. So like me making sure everything's going as it's supposed to is more on the producer side, whereas the audio engineering side the editing of the audio, making things sound more crisp, taking out the sounds and everything. So editing the actual sound itself is on the engineering side, and then producing side is making sure everything goes smoothly and sounds clear and concise while moving through, so that we're not having dead air and things like that.
Right.
Right. Oh, great. So with all that you do, and mainly specifically speaking of the editing, how time-consuming is that?
It does take some time, especially because it takes a lot of patience in general, because a lot of the time you're re-repeating certain spots 10, 15 times to make sure you get it right. But overall, it doesn't take too much time, because after you're doing it for so long, you kind of just get quick at it. You understand the shortcuts and how to chop things up properly and still make sure that everything's running smooth, but not take too much time out of your day, because